What's going on, guys? This is Claw here, as usual, and I'm getting ready to kick off a highly subjective tutorial. It's going to be on AAR, or in-flight refueling. Lots of different ways to skin this cat. It seems that everybody's got this special technique. I'm just going to share mine. This is what has worked for me, and I know that it's going to create a little bit of drama from those that follow procedure, but I actually do not follow procedure for in-flight refueling when it comes to how I approach and connect, as well as where I am looking when I'm plugged in. So without further delay, we're going to kick this tutorial off, start the jet up, and meet up with the tanker. In the last tutorial, I actually forgot to turn turbulence on, and I believe that to be an important detail because in a lot of the servers the turbulence is on, and if you're going to try to be accurate with all of this stuff to some degree, then you should probably want to have the turbulence on. So I've turned the turbulence on for this tutorial. So what I'm going to do while I'm on the ground is program in my radios. I've got my radio all ready for 233. I'm going to get on my TAC hand, press 101.
Infield 1, airborne.
Air to air and X-ray. That is just the TAC hand station that I have set for my tanker. Close the canopy.
In from the southeast, engaging radar at Bulls 312 for 250.
Again, the purpose of this tutorial isn't really to say that other people are doing it wrong or to say that I'm doing it right. This is just my technique, and it works.
Texaco, passing waypoint 2 at 11,000. Texaco, on station at Bulls 311 for 230 at 11,000.
Gear up, flaps up. Alright, let's go find us a tanker. So while we're turning, I'm going to go ahead and set everything up. So on my HSI, I'm going to set that to TACAN, box it. The tanker's 10.2, 10.1 miles away, and I'm closing in on it. And I'm headed right for it right now. That's where that notch is. And I've got visual on the tanker. Looks like he's at about 15,000 feet. Make that 20,000 feet. He is on a pretty steep climb. He's about to level off though. He's trying to get to 20,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and let him get stable before I approach too much closer. Alright, so if you notice, I'm coming up on him from his port side, the left wing, and I'm just basically exercising the throttle forward and back as I walk the jet up to his left wing. While I'm doing this, I can go ahead and get my radios ready to talk to him. I need to get my voice attack running so that I can actually just talk to the tanker without pressing the function keys. Alright, so I'm pulling up on his left wing. I'm going to look him over. I'm careful not to get too close because I don't want his turbulence to disturb my aircraft. And I'm looking at him to match his speed. He looks like he's doing about 245, about 245 knots. So I can go ahead and request my intent to
Texaco,
refuel.
3, 2, 1. Request rejoin. 3, 2, 1. Texaco, proceed to pre-contact.
Extend my probe.
3, 3, 1. In from the southeast, engaging armor at Bulls 3, 1, 2 for 250.
And I don't want to fall too far behind him because I don't like to play catch up trying to catch the tanker from too far. And it looks like I've fallen a little bit further than I want to, but that's all right. Now when you get behind the tanker, you're going to run into some turbulence. That's normal. When you get up close, you're going to call out ready pre-contact.
Ready pre-contact. Cleared contact.
Cleared contact, and I'm moving in. And all I'm doing is inching the throttle forward. And this is where the controversy comes in, because I'm looking right at the basket. Right at the basket. I'm not looking at anything else but the basket. And I'm just making small, minute corrections. Contact. Now I'm looking at the pod. And I'm exercising the throttle forward and back. For a couple of reasons. One, because the turbulence that is produced is causing the aircraft to move around. And two, because there is no set throttle position or stick position where you can just relax and let go of either. You are constantly moving the stick forward and back, left and right, and you're also doing the same with your throttle, where you're jogging it forward and back, basically, to stay with the tanker. Now, if you notice, I'm looking right at the fuel pod. Oh, and there's his escort. I don't know where the hell he came from, but there he is. So anyway, once you've successfully refueled, you move over to the observation position, which is over on his right wing, and you let the other aircraft in your flight or section take their turn getting a little bit of drink off of the tanker. And now you're just basically fine for, whoa, where Where the hell he go? You're basically flying formation with the tanker. And that's it. That's my technique for air-to-air refueling. There's nothing to it. If you notice, I was looking right at the tanker, the basket. It's just the way that I do it. It's not in fact, I know it's not the right way, but I do this successfully every single time in both the Tomcat and in the Hornet. And I do it repeatedly every single time without fail. I don't know what Tomcat's doing, so I'm going to go ahead and move away from them.